Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers' offense begins backed up here thanks to that forward turn. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
With the catch, it's Toppins. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy spring. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. Look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Hit just as he throws the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get...
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Terrapins offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The backs got it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen and freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving him more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's fourth down and long.
Running it back. It's Harris. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter with the next drive. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they line up to kick the extra point.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice...
They've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. The pass rush closing in. And the protection breaks down yet again another sack. The Terrapins will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. With the return, it's Harris. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Nearly took it all the way. They finally grab him. What can he give up? Field position and not points there. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. And Kirk, Memphis has the lead here. He reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Terrapins looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Terrapins will line up to kick it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And they finally grab a huge return. Coverage team lucky he didn't score there. The offense starts with excellent field position. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, the linebackers. But here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The shotgun handoff here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
If you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Terrapins will have to kick this away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. Bringing you back, it's Harris. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. Here's the second down play. Takes the handoff again. Great move in the open field. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Now it's second down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? He's running out of time here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. The Terrapins will line up to boot it away. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. That sack gets the defense off the field. Here comes the punt team. On the return, it's Harris. Oh, and he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick from the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Second down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Running back has it on a screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 4th down. The offense will go for it. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it go quickly. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. And now here comes the point after attempt. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Running with purpose. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kurt for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to...
Will he score here? Touchdown, Memphis. And the route is on. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Here's the handoff. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
In the clear at the 25. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And they'll use the ground game here. A quick juke. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. So second down after the incompletion. Here comes a handoff. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. bringing pressure. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Gain of 5. 2nd down coming up. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here we go. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Offense breaks a huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. No, the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. And Kirk, Memphis has the lead here. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle. The shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he finds his target. He has the 1st. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Terrapins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Grab behind the line. It's Rodriguez. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quick completion to the tight end. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Hold it. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. 1st down here for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Defense is coming after him. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line.
He's looking deep here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Coverage team brings down the returner. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs on the scramble. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain here to move the sticks using his feet. 1st down and 10.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Snags the quick throw. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That's just an egregious late hit. Obvious roughing the passer. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking right. This one caught. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach. But, again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
After the PAT, they trail 28-7. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. And his home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. That's a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Fires it to the wideout. Falls incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
He's moving out of the pocket now. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Coming up, 4th down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to throw it again. And the 4th down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if it. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings them 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And the offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Ball handed off. Touchdown, Tigers. And this one is getting ugly. They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more